Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Please, if this is your first time here, you're most welcome. I'm happy to have you here. But before you go, please kindly subscribe down below and please turn on the bell icon beside it so that YouTube will always notify you anytime I upload a new video. So the last update about Jodha and AKBAR was how Sujamal entered the palace disguising as a maid, and Maham Anga knows about this, but she kept quiet. And Sujamal was made to start working for Bakshi as a maid. So that was the last update about Jodha and AKBAR. Let's continue from there. Sharifuddin comes to Bakshi and says that he is happy to hear that Bakshi got a maid to work for her. And the maid, Sujamal, says that Sharifuddin should not worry. And Sharifuddin looks at the maid and go close to her. And he laughs and asks for her name. The maid says that her name is Dilawa Khan. And Sharifuddin says that she looks like some Rajvanshi warrior. And Sujamal thinks that thank God that Sharifuddin did not recognize him. Popo, maybe Popo or Fofo, says to Rukaya that when her father died, they were worried for her, but now she can see that Rukaya is a strong woman. And when they brought her here, Jalal was very happy and they knew that they are both partners. And Umayun looked at Rukaya and says that she is a Mughal queen. Oshia comes there and informs Rukaya that Jalal will come to her room in the night. And Rukaya says okay, and Oshia goes from there. Rukaya says to Popo that they were talking about Jalal and Jalal sent a message, and Popo says that she gets happy seeing both Rukaya and Jalal together, and Rukaya leaves from there. Bakshi comes to Amida and says that Dilawa took care of her, and Sujamal sees Mahansin and Jodha there and he was happy. Jodha says to Bakshi that if she needs anything, then she should tell her, and Jodha sits in front of Suja. Jalal comes there and Mahan informs him that they have attacked Bahaj Bahadur. Jalal says that he is getting help from Pratap and they should take care of him, and Jalal asks about Sujamal. Sharifuddin says that they are searching for Sujamal, and Jalal says that he needs Sujamal alive or dead, and Jodha was shocked and Jalal has anger in his eyes. Maham Anga comes to Javeda's room and there was smoke everywhere. Javeda talks in a man's voice and she says that she was puffing hookah. That means she was smoking shisha. I don't know if it is flavored or unflavored one. Since morning, because she was mourning that she couldn't become the ruler of this harem. Maham Anga says that if Javeda keep doing these foolish things, then she would kill her because she is a fool. Dilawa was taking care of Bakshi and Jalal comes there. Jalal says that why is Bakshi sitting and not resting, and Bakshi says that she was resting, and she asks Dilawa and she also says yes. Jalal says that Bakshi throws medicine and Dilawa should take care of it, and Bakshi says that it was a childhood thing. Suja recalls the past when Jodha used to not drink medicine, and Jodha says that the doctor is jealous of her and that is why the doctor gave her bitter medicine, and Suja says that he will drink the medicine, but Jodha says that why would Suja drink it, and Suja says that he is drinking it for Jodha, and Jodha drinks the medicine and the flashback ends. Bakshi tells Jalal that Rukaya appointed Dilawa for her, and Jalal says that Rukaya does her work nicely. Jodha comes there and says sorry that she came, and Jalal says that he is going so Jodha can come. Jodha says that she brought cream for Bakshi, and Bakshi asks Dilawa to take the cream. Dilawa takes the cream and he thinks that if Jodha did not recognize him, then nobody can. Rukaya asks the servant to decorate the room nicely because Jalal was coming after many days, and Rukaya thinks that everything is like before now, and Arem is her own and also Jalal, and Jodha has become a common wife, and Maham Anga comes there but Rukaya doesn't see her, and she says that she is happy that he came, thinking it was Jalal, and she was waiting for him. Maham Anga says that she did not know that Rukaya loves her so much, and Rukaya says that she thought, and Maham Anga says that Rukaya thought that it was Jalal because he is coming to her tonight. Rukaya says that in Arem, news spread like fire, and Maham Anga says that Rukaya is preparing for Jalal. Rukaya says that she doesn't need to prepare because Jalal belongs to her and it would always be. Maham Anga says that Jalal may be Rukaya's childhood friend, but Rukaya doesn't know him because Jalal is worried these days, and she knows that it is not because of politics, and Jalal did not tell her. Rukaya says that maybe Jalal will tell her tonight, but Maham Anga says that Rukaya doesn't need to wait till night, and Rukaya should ask Jalal immediately, because maybe this time, Jalal's tension is because of Jodha, so Rukaya should know maybe Jalal is in love. Rukaya says that Maham Anga doesn't know Jalal because he doesn't have a heart. And Maham Anga says that but Jalal is thinking from the heart these days. And she is Rukaya's well-wisher. So Rukaya should do what would favor her. Bakshi was waiting for Sharafuddin and she cut her hand unknowingly as she was cutting the beetle knot. Dilawa aka Sujamal comes there and worries for Bakshi. And he bandages her hand and says that it is not good to eat pahan and suparis in this condition. Bakshi says that she gets peace from eating it, and Dilawa says that why do Bakshi need peace? Because she have a loving brother and a loving husband. Bakshi says yes in a worried manner, and Dilawa sees Jodha's portrait and asks Bakshi about it. Bakshi says that she sent the portrait to Jodha, and Bakshi thinks that Sharafuddin must have made it again. Bakshi tells Dilawa that their artist made very good pictures, just like what you said to her, but the artist mistakenly made Jodha's painting when Sharafuddin asked her to make her picture instead. Dilawa asks Bakshi that why did Sharafuddin describe Jodha's face to the artist instead of Bakshi's face, and Bakshi gets angry and says that Dilawa doesn't need to question her and she should go from there, and Dilawa thinks that there must be a reason why Sharafuddin made Jodha's portrait and why Bakshi gets irritated listening to Jodha's name. Jodha was at the balcony and she thinks that Jalal is a king and he will do what he thinks is right. And she remembered how Jalal said that Jodha should think if she tried to get time to spend with him and somebody from his family come in between them, then what will Jodha do? And Jodha says that she will feel bad and the flashback ends. Jodha thinks that this harem belongs to Jalal and all the queens are his own. And then why is she feeling bad if Jalal is going to some other wife's room to spend the night? Jalal comes to Rukaya and Rukaya greets him and says that Jalal made her wait a lot today, and she asked Jalal to sit and she told Jalal that she asked the maid to make Jalal's favorite dish and they would play game together, and Rukaya asks for the drink that Jalal will take, and Jalal in a low tone says that he doesn't have any issue drinking wine, and Rukaya gives him the drink and Jalal gobs the drink in one zip. Jalal says that he is thirsty and he wants Rukaya too to drink with him, and Rukaya says that how can she say no to Jalal, and Rukaya drinks with him, and Rukaya says that now they would play a game. In Jodha's room, Jodha was sitting sadly and Moti asks that what happened. Jodha says that she was feeling sleepy and Moti says that Jodha did not eat dinner, and Moti checks Jodha's fever and Moti says that Jodha doesn't have fever. Then why is Jodha sad? Jodha says that she doesn't know what happened to her because Jalal is angry with her and Jalal is not talking about it, so she doesn't know if it is her perception or the truth. Rukaya and Jalal were playing Ludo and Rukaya asks Jalal if there is any problem because she has seen that Jalal is distancing himself from Jodha and he doesn't want to talk to her, and is everything okay? Jalal asks that where are they, and Rukaya says that in her room, and Jalal says then why are they talking about Jodha? Jalal says that if Rukaya wants to talk about Jodha, then Rukaya should go to Jodha's room. And Rukaya says sorry to Jalal and she asks him not to go and she would not talk about anyone else. And Jalal asks her for one more drink. Moti says to Jodha that she is Jodha's friend, and if Jodha is sad, even though she is around her, then what is the need of her? Jodha stops Moti and says that she doesn't know what happened because Jalal says that he will spend the night with Rukaya and Rukaya is Jalal's wife. Then why is she feeling sad? Moti says that it is a good thing, and Jodha says that she feels like crying, and Moti is saying that it is a good thing because Jalal once asked her that if she is in love with him and he goes to the other wife's room, then will she feel bad, and she answered that even though they are all his wives, but then she will feel bad as one of his wives, and Moti says that she is happy that Jodha finally got the answers to her questions. Rukaya wins the game and Jalal says that Jodha plays better. Rukaya says that Jalal said that they will not talk about Jodha, and Rukaya again asks Jalal that what is the problem. Jalal was already drunk and Jalal says that Jodha lied to him. Rukaya says that she doesn't think that Jodha can lie to Jalal, and Jalal says that she has seen it with his own eyes that Jodha is lying. Rukaya says that women can be in a condition and it may be the one that she doesn't want to hurt or she doesn't want to do something wrong and she may want to hide it. Jalal says that Jodha cannot do anything wrong, and Rukaya gives him drink and thinks that Jalal's doubt is good for her win. In the night, Jalal and Rukaya were sleeping closely to each other, and Jalal takes off Rukaya's hand from his hand and he gets up and drinks, and he remembers Jodha going with that man at the temple and he throws the glass of the drink away. Jalal was restless and he goes out, and Jalal comes to Jodha's room and he was too drunk, but he doesn't forget to take off his shoes at the door and he looks at Jodha sleeping peacefully. Jalal sits on Jodha's bed and he touches her feet, and Jodha takes her feet back in her sleep. But Jalal keeps caressing Jodha's feet, and Jalal comes closer to Jodha and he leans to her and looks at her. Jalal goes close to Jodha's lips and look at her lips, and Jalal recalls the man meeting Jodha and how Jodha pushed him away in her room one night. And Jalal backs off and he tries to get up, but he falls on the ground and Jodha gets up startled. Jodha looks at Jalal in shock and Jodha asks that what is Jalal doing here. Jalal says that the last time, Jodha threw him away but now, he fell down on his own. Jodha says that Jalal is drunk and she asks him to get up. Jalal says that Jodha did not do the right thing with him even though Jodha knows that he likes her a lot. Then why did Jodha do that? Jodha asks that what is Jalal saying and Jodha makes Jalal lay down on the bed. Jodha turns to go, but her sari was stuck, but she did not know that it was not Jalal holding her sari. And Jodha says that she respects Jalal a lot, so Jalal should please leave her sari. And she turns and she sees Jalal sleeping, and she saw that her sari got stuck under Jalal's hand, and she looks at Jalal smilingly. And she puts Jalal's hand in place and she falls the net curtain and says that the last time she pushed Jalal away because then things were different, but now it is more than different, and she leaves the bed. Bakshi was sleeping and Suja comes there and blows off the lamp and he says now he can search for that betrayer, and he comes out and search here and there, and one soldier asks that who is he. He says that he is Dilawa, the maid for Bakshi, and she was going to the kitchen and the soldier shows her the way and he leaves. Soldier thinks that the security is tight here and he cannot find the betrayer, and he thinks that he should leave and he turns to leave, but Maham Anga was standing there, and Suja wonders why Maham Anga doesn't sleep in the night and always roaming around. Maham Anga asks that what is she doing here, and Dilawa says that she was going to the kitchen but she lost his way, and Maham Anga thinks that Suja is clever. Maham Anga says that this is a palace and Dilawa cannot roam around like in the street and she should not make this mistake again, and he says that it will not happen again. Maham Anga stops Dilawa and says that she referred to herself as him and not her, and the mates here calls themselves as women, so why did she refer to herself as he? Sujamal says that they use both he and she, and it happens when they are in the man's company and he leaves. Maham Anga thinks that Sujamal can be clever, but she is waiting for when he would go to meet Jodha, because that is when he would make the last move, and then she would also play her own card. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching till the end. I really do appreciate. Please, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and please don't forget to share it to your loved ones. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.